Hello, my beautiful friends, and we are live. Okay, so let's get this party started. Let's get this party started with a little music while you guys log in. Oh, I like it. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. I already have a party here. I have Chloe, beautiful Chloe. Oh, look, she's saying hello. And then I have another little guy right behind me. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. There you go. More people are joining the party. Yay. Hello, Vashti.
Let's suppose that you're writing a really important email to a colleague.
Sorry, guys. Oh, you know what? I just realized I left my notes on my desk. So, hi, Crystal. I'm going to take 3 seconds to get my notes. Be right back. And here we go. That was fast. Hey, hello. Awesome. I'm very happy to bring you guys another episode of the Awakening Hour. And what I'm going to do is I am going to just share this really quick. Hey, Michelle. So good to have you guys. So good to have you guys. Okay, let's see. Let me find myself. Hey, Jessie. Yay. My peoples are here. Guys, I'm very happy to be doing tonight's live because I don't know, I just have some really awesome things to share with you guys, and I structured it very nicely, and I really hope that this can resonate with all of you. I noticed that a lot of you really like when I talk about manifestation, but anything else that you want to talk about, you know that you're just so welcome to just spit it right in. And I will do my best to always bring it up. Also, remember that I will be asking, if anybody wants to join me, you're more than welcome to join me and have a conversation with me. Actually, I encourage it. So definitely just threw it out there for you guys. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna, and if you guys want to share this video, this live video, whether it's in your feed or in another group that you really like, I definitely 100% encourage it. No, that's not what I wanted. I definitely 100% encourage it. Hi, Whitney. Hey, gorgeous. I'm trying to do several things at the same time. And I can't do it before the group. Before the live. I have to do it while I'm doing it, because this one allows me to do all these things. Okay, let's see. Let's share this, shall we? And so how's everyone? Any news? Come on, guys. You guys gotta share some news. So I took a break from making videos, the regular videos that I was making, and I've been making other kind of videos, but tomorrow I'm coming back with new videos for you all, with a new video that is going to talk about abundance, love. It's going to talk about my abundance blog that I removed this summer, which the people that are watching right now are my followers, so you guys already know. I think this is more for the people that don't always follow me all the time, but it's this whole journey that I've gone through with working hard for my money. It hasn't been easy. Hey, Gloria. Hi, so good to have you. This morning was on heavy. This full morning on was heavy. How about everyone else? Oh, full moon. Oh my God, can you guys please share about the full moon? Because everybody seemed like they were freaking the F out. I want to curse so bad. But I feel like in Facebook it's not that great because things don't show. But never mind, I can curse. I'm not gonna boost anything. So yeah, everybody was freaking the fuck out this full moon. This full moon kicked my ass. Yeah, this full moon kicked my ass, and I don't even follow that. I am that spiritualist that doesn't follow the moons. I just follow my emotions. But guess what? The emotions are correlated to the moon, so it's the same thing. But yes, I've been facing some shit, and it doesn't feel good. And the funny thing is, gosh, if you're going through it, please share. The funny thing is that all my clients and like my really close friends, they're going through shit too. So it's all because we're kind of vibrating and facing ourselves because we want to be better people. So when you want to be a better person, and better person means, you know, happier, connected, successful, whatever that means to you, when you are on that kick, things are going to affect you because what the universe is doing is that it's pushing you for you to be better, for you to face certain things. Let's see. Equinox and full moon equals insanity. I don't know exactly what that means. I'm not a, how do you say that? I'm not a astrologer, but it sounds deep. It sounds pretty damn deep. So actually I want to hear some of you guys. What were you guys facing? If you want to, you know, talk about it briefly, I would love to hear what some of the things that you guys were facing. And then I'll talk about, like, yesterday I faced something that hurts. Yesterday and the day before I faced something that hurt so bad. It was like, it's like this whole summer I've been peeling back the layers. Summer can be a really great place to how do you say that? It can be a really great place to for transformation, for getting, you know, yourself into a much better place, self-lovingly, abundantly. And I've been peeling back the layers of things, of belief systems that I've been wanting to do. Mwah! Hi, my beautiful Cynthia. I love you. So good to have you. And bro, like, I just faced some shit. Like, I got to the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the bottom, and it was so strong that it felt like a loss. You know, I faced a loss within myself. So I kind of want to talk about that too, because I feel like a lot of us go through this too. So what are you guys facing? You know, share some of your thoughts. What are you guys facing? Hey Ricky, how are you, honey? I haven't seen you in a while, but I've seen you on Facebook hanging out and having a good time. So it's good to have you here and hear from you, my love. How have you been? Tell us, how have you been? And we're right on time. We're right on time with everything. Let's see. I don't like music with words because I feel like I can't talk. Maybe we could just put like a nice little, let's see. Hi Sergio, good to have you, honey. Very good to have you. I really hope that today's topic, a lot of people can connect with it. Let's see. Good. Been forever. Keep missing the fuck lives. You missing my fucks? Well, that sounds refreshing. Yes. I noticed, you know, I think I'm gonna fuck more. I'm gonna use my fucks more during lives, because I noticed that Facebook doesn't like it when I curse in my other videos. But the lives, depending on how the life is, I can curse in my videos. Like if I wanna boost it, I can't curse. Even though I did boost the other ones, I like to test limits, you know. But yes, you know, just being yourself and saying juicy words like fuck feels really good. So okay guys, all right, so what are we gonna talk about today? What we're gonna talk about today is I want to give you guys tips on allowing more abundance and feeling worthy. Can anyone share with me how are you in your, you know, what is it that you feel like you need, that you're not allowing in your space? And actually I'm going to go deep into that. But what is it that you're trying to accomplish, that you're trying to manifest in your life, whether it's peace of mind? You know, actually everything starts with self-love. All manifestations start with self-love, and they follow with peace of mind, or peace of mind and then self-love. So I want to let you guys know that whatever it is that you guys are trying to accomplish, and whatever you guys are trying to manifest in your life, peace of mind is extremely important, and that is a manifestation all on its own. And I think that once you reach a level where you have experienced peace of mind, you don't want anybody else to fuck with you. You don't want anybody else to fuck with the level of peace that you have in your mind and in yourself. So please take that as a really big representation. Allowing the flow. Okay, anybody else? Hello, Alma. Anybody else want to share what is it that you're trying to allow into your space? And this actually is gonna come up again, but I just want to get a sense of where everybody's at, whoever is watching. Let's see, I'll just wait a little bit. Hi James, good to have you. James, I haven't read I know that you sent me a message. I haven't read it. I will read it after this live, okay? So you have my attention, and I will be getting back to you. Hi, Anne. So good to have you. Look at you. Okay, Cynthia. Hey, Cindy and Cynthia. Okay, had an interesting voice lesson. So Cynthia is a beautiful opera singer that is, oh my gosh, Cynthia, can I share the manifestation that you had when you were in my mastermind? How cool. But hold on, I want to read your comment, because you had a badass manifestation. Okay, so had an interesting voice lesson with my teacher, stopped and was super frustrated, and said, oh crap, and oh come on, I want to see more, it's not letting me. Hold on, let's see. No, I want to see all. Why am I not seeing all? Okay. No, I can't see your comments, Cynthia. I'm so sorry. Can you retype it? Can you retype it? But okay, as Cynthia is gonna copy and paste the comment again. It just like went up, and it's not letting me in both of them. It's not letting me. So Cynthia joined my intensive 10-day mastermind that I had for people, and Cynthia is already a full-time client of mine. Well, was a full-time client of mine, and until recently, basically, and then she joined the mastermind, right? So one of the beautiful things is that she understands that the work never finishes. However, what I really want to stress is that she is an aspiring opera singer, which is not even aspiring, like she's pretty much established. However, one of her biggest concern was having enough time and enough money to be able to pursue her career, her singing performance career full time, right? And she would always type in, oh, I want to, resonate resign my job. I want to resign my job. I want to let go of my job, but I need the financial support. And in this mastermind, the amazing thing that happened, and this is a miracle, and this shows that anybody can do it. Okay, I can do it. Cynthia can do it. Like, she doesn't have this crazy, she's not she's a superhero in her own way, but it's not that she's this telepathic know-it-all. No, nothing. She's just another person that is really trying to develop herself. One thing I noticed that I work a lot with artists, because I noticed that you guys are more open and you guys have that drive. But anyway, so she put out there that she just wanted this financial support, and then she wanted the space to pursue her career full-time in performance. And what ended up transpiring for her was that she went to work one day. She's already a voice coach. And what ended up transpiring for her is that she went to work one day, and she said, okay, I got your message. She said that she said that she wanted to work, and then they made a mistake at her schedule, made a mistake in her work, and they only are scheduling her 2 days a week with the same salary. And they were there apologizing to her because they only scheduled her 2 days a week. And they said, are you going to be okay? Is this okay? And then she's like, oh, like it's totally open game for her. So for her to pursue her career with the same salary. Can I just stress that? So leaving your job is not always the answer. It's the answer for most people. But it's more about just putting out there what your needs are. Your needs are this. I need this type of financial support, and I want to pursue this. Give it to me. That's what, she put out there, and she fucking did it. It fucking showed up for her as this amazing mistake called a miracle. And I just wanted to stress that. Okay. Cynthia, my teacher stopped and was super frustrated and said you need to stop apologizing for your talent. Oh, you're telling us that it's going to be a bad performance before, though, even out your own mouth. This blew my mind because I'm trying to manifest a career, and that's what I've been putting out there. Yes. That's something that ask yourselves, everybody that's watching, ask yourselves, what are you putting out there? Hi, Courtney. Good to have you, my love. Welcome. Ask yourself, what is it that you're putting out there? What are the little beliefs, the little subconscious beliefs of what you're putting out there? I'll give you, so she's talking about, apologizing for her talent. If you have something that you're very good at, if you have something that you're just good at and you like, don't apologize for it. You're serving the world. Stop apologizing. The reason, and I'm going to tell you this, the reason why we apologize for our talents, is because we are afraid to outshine others. That's why we apologize for our talents. You cannot do that. You're not serving the world when you feel like you cannot outshine others. Okay? You came here to shine, and through your light, you are going to inspire others to be the best version of themselves. Okay, and 2017, 2018 has been hard. I'm still trying to regroup. Lost everything in Hurricane Irma. My heart goes out to you. Broke my hip at the end of 2017. Ooh! Lost my BFF, and then had a kidney removed. All in 9 months. Wow, I'm still trying to manifest. However, I am blessed. I feel lost. And you're just going through a major transformation, and not only a major transformation, it's a major redirection of your life. Another thing, what this tells me is that you were not on the path to where you need to be, and you have a much, much bigger purpose that you have to fulfill. You may not even know what that purpose is as of yet, but you have to start thinking in terms of what is it that I've been wanting to do, or that I've always liked to do, and I never had the courage of doing it. Because right now is what they're trying to tell you. That is what all these tragedies are about. Even when you lose a BFF, and I'm so sad that this happens, but it always happens for your highest good, because somewhere down the line, that BFF it's not that it wasn't serving you. It was more like the journey had to end, because whatever you needed to embrace, it has to be, that person didn't have to be in your life anymore, because that person could have become detrimental. You know, this happens a lot. This happens a lot if you're really trying to be somewhere in your life. And the way that I see it is that everybody here that is watching is trying to get somewhere. So I really want to stress is that it's normal for you to let go of friends, and new ones come in. And letting go is, you know, letting go could be on a physical level or it can be on a spiritual level. Okay, so letting go is any form, guys. And just know that as difficult as it feels, there is a much bigger reason why these things are happening to you. Okay, so are we ready for the tips on allowing abundance? And if you want to share more, please share more, because the more we share, the more we can help each other. The purpose of this hour is to be able to connect with one another, honestly, is be able to assist ourselves in being in being together and in succeeding. Okay, and she passed. Yeah, it just means that her task was done, but also her task with you was done. And I cannot begin to imagine how hard that must have been. And it sounds beyond difficult, but whenever there's these really, really difficult moments, that means that you're going to bloom into something really amazing. And I'm sure you've seen it on TV where they talk about people surviving certain things and now establishing a company, establishing an organization. So I really want you to think big about this, okay? Because everything that is happening to you is not just because it has a really big purpose. Okay, Fran. Hi, Fran. All the way from New Zealand. Everybody say hello to Fran. Okay, well, actually, now that we have a nice little group, where is everybody from? I want to know where is everybody from. I want to see all over the world little beautiful faces from Facebook and points. Good. I know you're ready. The girl, you've been ready. You've been going through this. You've been going through this. You know, you're going to make some big moves. You know, just remember that, well, I'll go into it today, but just remember that you just have to work on your beliefs and releasing resistance. Ricky, I didn't know that you were in Canada. That's awesome. Okay, Cindy, South Carolina. Yessie. Okay, Yessie, you're in from LA. I know Yessie. Sergio, Spain. South Carolina, Karen. Awesome. Look at my peoples. A little bit of everywhere. Awesome, awesome. Okay, anybody else? The UK. Awesome. Awesome. It's quite late over there. Good. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Okay. So the number one thing, as everybody, you know, keeps telling us where you're from, the number one thing that I wrote, you know, in allowing yourself more abundance is get to the bottom of your unconscious beliefs that tell you that it's not going to happen, that you're unworthy somehow. Oh, Australia. I love my Australia. You have to get to the bottom of, you know, what is that thought in the back of your mind that keeps repeating itself, that it's like, it's too hard or it's too difficult, it's not gonna happen. You know, you have to keep asking yourself those questions. Like, get to the bottom of why it is that, you know, that you're getting these silly little thoughts. And one of the best ways to do that is by just keep asking yourself why. Why do you feel this way? Why is it so important? Why is it so hard? Or, you know, like, keep digging, and then you'll see that you will see that there's something that needs to be healed in that arena. Okay, I'll give you an example. I've talked about this before. I healed myself from my arm that said I had to work hard for my money. The way that this came about is because I was asking the universe for easy things. I was just tired of it, and I was just like stressed out, and I realized that I put myself through a lot of responsibilities. So this might trigger you. If this is triggering you, you need to pay attention. So I was putting myself through a lot of responsibilities, and then I asked, you know, like, how, you know, like, God, I want these things to come easy, and I want all these beautiful things. And I started, at first it felt like really awesome, but then I got resistance, and the resistance was in my mind that says, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. That's too big of a goal. That's too big of a this. It's just, no, you gotta have to work hard for this. And that's where it started, you know, like clicking to me, like, oh, you have to work hard, or money is hard, or love is hard, or joy is too difficult to maintain, because abundance is not only an abundance of money, but it's abundance of whatever it is that you're looking for, joy, money, or love, right? And so you have to understand what is the recurring thought that is happening in your head. Definitely suggest that you guys make some notes, so you can then later on attend to them and see where this, where this takes you. And yes, if you're connecting with what I'm saying, honestly, give me a thumbs up so other people can also pay attention, and so I know exactly, you know, if this is resonating with you or not. Okay. Can anybody share with me a point where you felt like you see yourself having a recurring thought, and that thought being kind of negative and kind of saying, oh, it's too difficult, or it's not gonna happen? You know, share with me what it is, the thought that it keeps, you know, replaying in the back of your mind that makes you feel like you're sabotaging yourself, or it makes you feel like it's impossible. Because that's another thing. Anything is possible. The point is that the mind says that it's impossible. So share with me your thoughts on that, so other people can share their thoughts, and we can actually hopefully create a group healing or more self-awareness, right? All right. The next one is build. Oh, I love this one. All right. Before I say that, okay, look at Sergio. I can't. Oh, that's huge. I'll never figure out what I truly wish to do. What am I doing wrong? Oh my God. Guys, keep them coming, because I can. Oh my God, no one in my family is rich or successful. Why would I be? That is so true. That is so true. That is so true. Wow, okay. The I can't. I guess I'll tackle the I can't first. I'll tackle Sergio's I can't. Not enough time. Oh shit. Very true. Okay, so I'll go with Sergio first. The I can't syndrome. In the I can't syndrome, it's just basically your mind convincing you that you're not gonna be able to get through this. But the only way that you're gonna be able to get through that chatter in your mind is by actually going through the process. For me, it was like, I can't, and it's not gonna work. I can't, it's not gonna work. I can't, it's not gonna work. That was something that I even had to like pay a lot of money, because I got myself into this crazy advanced mastermind, and I did it because I kept also having this thing in the back of my head that says, I can't, and it's not gonna work. I can't. Nope, it's not working. It's not working. Nope, it's not working. You know, and I still went through it, and I still surrendered freedom, which is money, and I still had somebody help me through this process. And I had to push myself to do this, because that's the only way that you'll be able to silence the inner critic, because that's the inner critic, by the way. Okay. So in other words, you have to do things that you don't want to do, but you have to do them in order to get ahead. That's the only way. And the only way is by just doing it. Just trying different things. You know, you're not going to get things right the first time, because you are learning. You are what is called an earth school, my friends. You're learning. You're not just like, oh, I'm just here, you know, like I need to get it right the first time. You have to coach yourself to tell yourself it's okay. You're not going to understand. You're not going to know. But you have to, it's okay, you don't want to do it. You're scared. It's okay. You think that it's not going to work, that you can't do it. We still have to go through this, honey. And you have to push yourself into that. And the way that I get through these really difficult moments is because I took a vow within myself that I'm going to be successful as I want to be, not as my family is or other people are, is as successful. And that vow says, just keep doing it because you're not where you want to be, right? So that means that we have to push you into doing things that you don't want to do, but they are beneficial for you. You're basically parenting yourself. Okay, I'm gonna go down. Thank you so much for your responses. These are amazing, and I hope, and if this is resonating with you, please guys give me a thumbs up on this, give me a heart, give me a whatever you want, because we are all in this together. Okay, the next one. I'll never figure out what I truly wish for. That actually goes right ahead with the I can't. Because the I can't and I won't figure it out, it's like I won't solve the problem. I won't be able to get through this, right? The only way that you'll ever figure out what you truly wish is by actually pushing yourself. You might even hear me like be a little redundant, but it's about showing that critical voice that you can do it by putting yourself through situations and actually saying, you know, actually like parenting yourself and saying, okay, I understand you feel this way, but it cannot be real. Like, it can't be real. There are millions of people that have figured themselves out. You have figured out so many things about yourself in your life. You can figure this out. You see? Doesn't that make sense? Like, I understand it's gonna happen, and I understand that you don't feel like it's gonna happen, but that's not the reality. That's just how you feel because you feel helpless. So that's really important. Yesy, what am I doing wrong? I love this one because I feel like I mastered this one. I don't always feel like I mastered this one, I have to say. But it's like I kind of understood that, first of all, you are, again, in earth school. So what happens when you're in school? Think about it. Think about like a first grader, second grader. As a first grader, as a second grader, you're there to learn. You're not there to make, we're not talking about college level, right? You're there to learn. You're there to make mistakes. But are there really mistakes? Are you really doing something wrong that you're going to be left behind? Because that's really what you're saying. When we're doing something wrong, that means that we are left behind. And so one way to understand is that, first of all, you're not doing anything wrong. Second of all, if you're doing something wrong, is probably asking the wrong questions. So one of the ways that I always tell my clients that are not Christian, that are not, you know, because I notice in Christianity that they have the what would Jesus do? So what I tell my clients is use the words show me. Show me, not show me what I'm doing wrong. Because to God or to the universe, you got to understand that the universe is made out of love energy, love frequency, right? The frequency of love is the highest frequency that you have. It is not just this like love, like, oh, that's so cute, I want to be in love. Like, no, like everybody wants to reach peace, and peace is basically reaching a state of love. So what you have to do is not say, show me what I'm doing wrong. Because the universe will never show you what you're doing wrong. Because to the universe, you're never doing anything wrong. All right? What you have to do is that you have to say, show me what is it that I'm learning. Show me the lesson. And show me how I can do better. You know, show me what is it that I need to be doing instead of what I'm doing now, because apparently it's not working. And if you haven't noticed already, this is all about having an open communication to your universe, not only in your head. That I always stress to talk out loud. Even if people tell you that you're crazy, you have to talk out loud. Because when you talk things out loud is when the universe will start to reflect itself back to you and will start to show you the different things and people and circumstances. If you talk to yourself in your head, there's a lot of clutter in your head and it's very hard to get through. No one in my family is rich and successful. Why would I be? Well, why wouldn't you be? You know, you have to counteract that belief by looking into, one of the best ways is looking into other people's biography. You know, if somebody, okay, This is very important, guys. If you're trying to get to point A, from point A to point B, and you feel like it's impossible, you have to start telling yourself or showing yourself that it's possible. And one of the best ways is to look for people that are either a few steps ahead of you, or look for idols that have had very similar family situations. And there are plenty of those people if you really look for them. So what you can do is, again, we're gonna go with show me. You know, show me how I can change this belief. Listen, I'm not fucking kidding you guys. Whenever I have a belief that doesn't serve me, whenever I have a belief of working hard for my money, or something is hard, difficult, whatever, I always tell the universe, I always tell God, show me how I can change this, because I know this is not real. I know this shit is not real. And this is why talking out loud is so important, because I know that these negative thoughts that are in my mind that are stopping me from getting the things that I want are not real. So what I do is that I use my power, because I'm a creator, and I ask the universe to show me. Show me what it is that I have to do. And you know what the universe led me to? It led me to go into a mastermind, where I had to invest some money, and it helped me to decipher all the things that I needed to understand within myself that I was not seeing within myself. Because I can see it in other people much better, but when it comes to you, it's very hard to see it for yourself. And at that point, I needed somebody else's help. So it will guide you to the things that you need to do, the videos, the people, the situations, anything, but you have to counteract your belief systems by doing that. Okay, Ricky. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go to Courtney. The not enough time. Not enough time. Oh my God. Not enough time is a thought of scarcity, and I totally feel you, girl, cause I just got rid of that shit. And so, not enough time is basically thinking that there's not enough and that you're not enough. But when you feel like there's not enough time, that means that it's actually the counteract. That means that you're putting yourself into too much time, too many things you're doing. And your soul just, you didn't come here to work all the time. Your soul came here to have fun, to relax, to enjoy, to allow. That's how we allow. Okay, guys, let's see. Okay, hold on. Marie, I believe you have to work hard for your money, love, joy, happiness. Girl! Congratulations to you, boo. You are in the right place, because that's exactly what I healed myself from, and that was not fun, let me tell you. I felt like I had to work hard for everything. And everybody, this is my beautiful Chloe. She's a white Dalmatian, and she camouflages. And so, I totally believe you, and I understand you. I definitely suggest you stay tuned. Tomorrow I will be releasing a video that is about the abundance block that I healed, which was working hard for money, or joy, happiness, or love. And that was it's basically working hard for something. I had to work hard for something. So I hope that video will really help you. I've been talking a lot lately about that, Marie. So I definitely suggest you stay tuned. What you got to do is heal those parts of yourself that tell you that you're working hard for your money. When I traced it, it went back to my childhood and seeing my parents work hard for their money, and it's also ancestral, by the way. So, Chloe. Okay, Mike. Play pool at a high level, but get the last ball. Negative thoughts like I don't miss it. Don't. Well, you have to become your biggest supporter. You have to become your biggest supporter. So your biggest supporter is based on telling yourself that you are worthy, because that tells me that you're saying that you're not worthy of winning this. So this is where you have to adapt becoming your best parent. And that's only like a little bit of what I can tell you. A lot of times we have to uncover the layers of bad parenting from our childhoods, and we have to basically forgive those parts of ourselves. The biggest thing that will help you allow more abundance into your life is forgiveness. But until you find those beliefs, you will know what to forgive, right? So this is why I made you guys do this. Okay, found our the other week, my ex getting married after 14 months being apart. Oh, had many negative thoughts about this as we were together 17 years. But now I just think he's an idiot, insecure, in love or not, who will know? Me, on the other hand, loving my life. So Good for you. So Fran, I wanna talk really quick about Fran. Fran has done a couple of my masterminds, and she was in a really crappy place. And Fran is not a 25-year-old, by the way. Fran is somebody who is well above, and who probably is one of those people I can probably say that, you don't think that things are gonna happen, and then they do. You think that your life was very tranquil and loving, and then shit hits the fan, and you're like, what am I gonna do with the rest of my life? And to hear her and see that she is in a much better place, and she is in a way that she looks at herself and she loves herself, that is amazing. And I definitely want to congratulate Fran for turning her life around. That is huge. To feel worthy, to understand, that whatever happened needed to happen that way, and she has found a whole new sense of self-love, which in turn is attracting money and is attracting beautiful things. Holy smokes, I could not be any happier for Fran. I really could not be any happier for, I mean, and you did it in like less than a year, to be able to release like 17 years with somebody, and the person just leaves her and she had to rebuild from that. It was amazing. Super kudos to Fran, for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna go down. So, okay, number 2 is, do you have a hard time saying no? Think about it. Do you have a hard time saying no? And just think about it. Like, when people ask you for favors, when people ask you for things, are you like, okay, and in the end you're like, fuck, like, I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to do that. Blessings. Thank you. I totally received that. So if you have a hard time saying no, give me a thumbs up and let me know your situation. And absolutely, if you want to allow more abundance into your life, learn to say no. Learn to say no to people, okay? And what that does is that you're putting yourself lovingly first. Notice I didn't say like selfish. It's okay. If you want to call it selfish, that's fine. But, okay, Courtney, that doesn't apply to you on this one. But yes, look at that, Ricky. What that does is that takes away time for yourself. That takes away time for you to be with yourself, and that's extremely important. And you are following other people's paths instead of your path, and that blocks you, guys. That blocks you big time. All right, so please learn to say no. And one way of learning how to say no is literally practicing that in the mirror or in your head. Just like imagine the person that you can't say no to, and just say no until you actually find a way of saying no that makes you feel good and makes you not feel selfish or guilty. Say why you want to say no. Talk to yourself on that. Okay. You might have to do deeper work, so I have to, also say that it can be easy. I can give you all the pointers, but if you haven't healed certain parts of yourself, it's gonna feel like impossible. So I have to put that disclaimer. Okay, here we go with allowing. Okay, number three is ask yourself what you're not allowing yourself to do. So what is it that you're not allowing yourself to do? All right, and this is like the little things. Like, I wasn't allowing myself to go shopping that much. Like, I wasn't allowing myself to go shopping. I noticed that a few months ago. I wasn't allowing myself to get my nails done. I wasn't allowing myself, this is funny, but I wasn't allowing myself to eat pasta, because pasta gets me bloated, and pasta's gonna make me gain weight, and I'm gonna lose everything that I've worked for. But guess what? Pasta's like my favorite food. So what the hell was I thinking? It's okay to eat pasta, but it's, you don't have to eat it like so much, right? But we're afraid that we're gonna lose control. We're afraid that we're really just afraid that we're gonna lose control, or that there's not enough time, there's not enough money. What kind of activities haven't you allowed yourself to do because you're too busy working? What kind of activities, what kind of things you haven't allowed yourself to buy? What kind of, things you haven't allowed yourself to eat because it's bad, because of whatever. Listen, your body knows more than anything. So if you allow yourself to have these beautiful little pleasures, because another thing is that this is based on pleasure, my friends. This is not based on just allowing yourself. If you want to allow joy, abundance, and things, allow yourself to feel pleasure, and that pleasure will come in doing activities. That pleasure will come in doing, even, well, for myself, most women have a shopping problem. Actually, I could have a shopping problem really easily. That's why I wouldn't allow myself to go shopping that much. But guess what? Homegirl grew up, and now I can actually buy things and not feel like I'm gonna fuck it up in my credit card at the end of the month, you know? And so, but I was still operating from a system of, you can't, oh, like, don't buy that, you know, it's so much better to just, you know, spend your money on experiences. I feel like I needed to, I couldn't do both. I feel like I could only do either spend money, going out and having a good time, or shopping. For the most part, I always go for going out, because shopping is like, I look at my guilt in my closet, and then I'll just be like, fuck, you know, like, I could have done so much more. I wasn't allowing me, so got my ears pierced again. There you go. So what about you guys? What are you guys, anything on the top of your head, what are you guys not allowing yourself to do? You know what? What's another big thing is, tell yourself, like, allow yourself to enjoy more, like, allow yourself for more joy. Like Iris, you know, or Ricky, or Fran, I am going to allow you to smile more. I am going to allow you to laugh more, because maybe I don't allow you to do that. I love my top. So, you know, what is it that you don't allow yourself? Maybe, you know, if you are the type of person that you worry a lot. Strange fun, but I allow myself to go to bed. There you go. Damn, I should do that too. Lately I've been going to bed late. But yes, it's not strange, I promise. There's none of it is strange. I mean, come on, I talked about pasta, you know, but pasta is pleasure for me, right? So think about the things that are pleasurable, that you like, that you haven't really done in a while, you know? And so, and allow yourself to do that. This is where play comes in, right? So what else have you guys allowed yourself to do? I actually took the time, and I like painting, and I actually took the time and I painted a beautiful big piece, you know? So allow yourself to do these things, because I never have time, right? No, time, like, and even give yourself the idea of, I allow you to have time. I allow you to make time for yourself. And that, surprisingly enough, things are going to start to rearrange itself, that you're going to have time to do things. And then you're going to be like, what am I going to do with my time? Of course, the things that I haven't allowed myself to do. If this rings a bell, let me know, and please share your experiences, because I love hearing how other people relate to whatever is happening. Oh my god, look at that. I haven't allowed myself to do my makeup. Huge girl. I feel you. You know, I used to always be in workout clothes. And I wouldn't allow myself to look pretty, you know. And you have to look pretty. Like, you have to, like, give yourself that. If you're having a crappy day, dress nice. Okay, dress nice. Boost your self-esteem, because you're so worthy. So dress nice. Let's see. Keep on coming. Oh, look at that. Number 4 goes out with number 3. Okay, wait. Ricky. Okay, one question. Want to try tapping, but never found the time. Always finding excuses. Okay, well, you know, you can start by, okay, Ricky, you put your hand in your heart, because putting your hand in your heart is one of the best ways to connect with your true self. And so you can put your hand in your heart and say, Ricky, I really want to do tapping. Talk to yourself as a third person. Ricky, I really want to do tapping. And, you know, find me the time, and allow me, or allow ourselves to do tapping, you know, and do it. Do it. The idea is gonna pop up in your head, and do it. You know, look for a video that you know, that grabs your attention. Maybe it's a 3-minute video, maybe it's a 5-minute, 10-minute, and just do it. Look at that. I wouldn't allow myself to write overcritical with writing. So you can put your hand in your heart and say, you know what? I'm going to allow you to write, and I'm not gonna criticize you, and we're just gonna have fun and just be happy. Just write whatever, and I'm not gonna judge you. I promise you I won't judge you. That's a really great way, you know, because what happens is that you're afraid of being judged. So what you could tell yourself is, I'm gonna allow you to write. Look, I just got a nudge from your spirits people, and they told me to tell you that. So when that shit happens, I need to tell you. And then just say, I'm not gonna judge you. I'm gonna allow yourself to be yourself. Go in the bounce house that you've always been wanting to go. Go to the dealership that you always wanted to go and test drive a car. And I'm not gonna judge you. Just go. You know? The other day I allowed myself to go into this really expensive store. It's not that expensive. That's the crazy part. Like, I thought it was super expensive, and I mean, I just thought it was out of my budget. That's really it. And I would never go to the damn store. And I told my friend, I'm like, can you come with me? And I just didn't want to go, but I'm so happy I went with a friend. And when I went with a friend, it turned out to be not that expensive. And I was like, hey, I could actually buy a dress here. And I allowed myself to do that. And I felt a sense of relief when I did that. So, you know, allow yourself to do these things. Remember, we're talking about allowance and feeling worthy. And you never know, you're going to start to manifest things into your life. Miracles really do happen. All right. Number 4 is about, you know, what are the things that you, how do I say it? Okay, I'm just going to say it like this. I barely wrote it, but let's see, hold on. Jasenia, I never spend money on me because I have to pay bills before anything. Exactly. There you go. So now you can put your hand in your heart and say, Jasenia, you know what? It's time for you to just spend money on yourself, girl. All right? I understand you have a family and all this crap, and everybody has families, but it's time for you to spend some money on yourself. Get your hair did, get your nails did, get whatever shoes you want, and I'm not going to judge you. The money will always be there. That's another thing you can say. The money will always be there. Sergio, I want to allow myself to play more video games. I think it's related to the concept of it's a waste of time, but I love them. Nothing is a waste of time, and I can totally understand. Nothing is a waste of time. And allow yourself to play some goddamn video games. Because you know what? You never know. If you love them so much, you never know what sort of idea will pop up when you're doing something that you love, guys. This is what allowing is all about. You never know what is going to pop up when you actually do the things that you love. What sort of idea, you know? So please play video games. The world needs your imagination. And your imagination starts with video games. That's it. And so, yes, truth. And this is how we actually figure ourselves out, when we allow ourselves to do these things. And at first we start by not doing that much money, you know, or not doing any money at all. Just playing a video game is not going to make you money, right? For now. But you never know. You know, it's all about just doing something you love. Just that. It's that easy. Just do things you love and see where that takes you. And then get back to me. Let me know how I went. Okay, so I want to talk about real quick. The next one is look at yourself in the mirror. And this is going to be a trigger, but this is very important. Look at yourself in the mirror and just look into your eyes and tell yourself, I love you. And see what that comes up for you. Tell yourself, I love you. Tell yourself you are worthy. And see how that feels for you. Because many times we feel as though it feels weird and it feels like ridiculous, and you're like, why am I telling myself I love you? I'm just talking to the mirror. And it's just like, that again is your inner critic, and that again comes from not having the support that you needed. Sergio, look at that. Sergio, thank you. In fact, I have ideas. Ding, 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 ding. Problem solved. Problem solved. Just saying it. Somebody does an emotional case. Yes, I totally understand, guys. But we get stuck, and this is where a lot of people. This is why a lot of people don't advance. This is why there's only very few people percentage wise that feel successful, that become the success that they want to become, because we get stuck in the emotion, in the negative emotion, and we don't realize that negative emotion is just waiting to be released, waiting to be healed, because something new is trying to come up. It's like you have a queue. You have a queue of blessings that are trying to make themselves into your life. And in that queue, you're not allowing it because it's like there's these blocks of emotion. And with each block that you remove, more abundance can come. And then you're going to reach a plateau, which is another block of emotion. And then when you remove it and you heal it, more abundance can come. And we shy away all the time from self-development. We shy away from people helping us. We shy away from opportunities. And that also cuts away from receiving money and making money. It's incredible. When I signed up for the mastermind that I signed up, and everybody there is so much more successful than I am. This is a mastermind that I've been dying to get into, right? And now that I'm there, I feel like the little like bloop, 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 bloop. Like I feel like a tiny fish in like this giant successful fucking pond of people that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars, hundreds and reaching the millions. That's the fucking mastermind that I'm in right now, guys. It's crazy, intimidating. And guess what? Everybody has the same problems, right? However, we know that in order to be successful, they know as well as I know, is that we need to face ourselves so we can make more money, have more joy in our lives. But most people get too caught up in the I can't, I have shame, I can't tell people, I can't release this, I can't do this. And you're not seeing what's on the other side, and the other side is abundance, is love, is joy, is the tranquility, is the opportunities, is the marriage, is all these things, right? So it's very important to tell yourself I love you, and start giving yourself that positive self-talk and see what happens with that. And when whatever talks back to you is what you know that you have to work on, honestly. Okay. Fran, this is my morning, I know, Fran has an amazing morning ritual. I'll share it with you guys, and I teach this in my masterminds. Fran's morning ritual is, she looks at herself, in the mirror, and she looks at herself naked, and she just fucking tells herself that she loves herself. And that has been something that has really helped her through. And so, that could be a ritual that you guys can adapt. Again, if you feel like you're coming up with blockages, maybe you need a little help in getting through this, just like I needed help. And you'll get through it, I'll tell you, I've had to remove a lot of layers of working hard for my money, but what it really came down to, not only my family, it also came down to myself. Not the other day, but very recently, I think it was like the last part of this thing that I was avoiding, that I didn't know that I was avoiding. That's another thing. We avoid things that we don't know that we're avoiding. So that actually goes to my number 5. Oh my God! My next one. It's about, what is it that you're avoiding to do? What are you avoiding? What do you have shame about? And that's what you gotta do. That's it, right? So in my case, I didn't know exactly what was happening with me. I just knew that I wanted an easy life, and I didn't believe it. And part of it was working hard for my money and blah, blah, blah. But I felt like I was really stuck, and I felt very lost. And then the opportunity for my mastermind that I've been wanting to get into, I got into it, blah, blah, blah. And I started following, and I had this little voice that said, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. And I invested a lot of money into that, more than I've ever invested anywhere. And I had this voice that says, it's not gonna work, right? But I was like, no, I'm still gonna go through with this. I know this has to work, this has to whatever. I finally reached the bottom of something that I was avoiding. And something that I was avoiding had to do with my finances. And what I was avoiding is that years ago, I used to make very, very good money. And I made it easily, and I was in hospitality, and I was, for a 25-year-old, I was making like $80,000, and that's a ton of money. That's like $100,000, you know, and that's a ton of money for a 25-year-old when it's untaxed, you know. And so I was making a lot of money, and then I knew I woke up spiritually when I was doing that, and I let go of that. And what I did was that I started doing, I got another position, and I started making $35,000 taxed, which felt like 20, you know. And then I got myself into a shitty relationship that gave me an immense amount of growth, but it was very crappy and definitely abusive. And I was always broke. And what I needed to face was the loss. You see? I needed to face the loss of income, and I hadn't faced that. I hadn't faced a certain pain that was like inside of me, and I hadn't faced the pain of losing my credit cards, losing my American Express that I absolutely adored, losing a lot of luxury, losing like getting myself into more debt, and then all the struggle that I went through after that. Holy smokes, that was like really difficult. So what is it that you're avoiding? And that's what you have to face. That's what you got to do. And I'm definitely the kind of person that I face things, but that was some deep ass shit, you know, that came into layers and layers and layers and layers. And I needed to face the loss of my income at that time, that put me through such a hard few years after that. And that manifested itself into me not being so organized with my finances, me not being so organized with my paperwork. And as I was getting organized and doing these things and doing that and and now that I'm making more money, it's like I was being pushed to do all these things. I had resistance, and that resistance was the pain from the past that I wasn't facing. So please, guys, take note into that, because we all have little things that we avoid. It's always the little things that we avoid that lead into big things. But when you do that, it feels like shit, but then there's always something so much better on the other side. My body tells my middle half needs working on, so that's what I'm working on. Awesome. Talk about a connection with your body. By the way, your body knows more than you, all right? Your body is so much more intelligent than you are. The problem is that we think that it's not, and we don't trust ourselves. But I definitely suggest you guys do one of my masterminds, because that's definitely what I get people into. Okay. So I'm not going to stay on for much longer, but because I went a little over, but I'm very happy to keep giving you guys some knowledge and share. What have you been avoiding in your life? What is something really small and really silly that you've been avoiding? What is that? And share it with the world. I was avoiding getting organized in my business, getting more organized. I thought I could get by, and guess what? I wasn't getting by, and I had to face that. So yeah. All right. So I'm going to go over, and the next one is, I'm almost done. The next one is learn to ask for help. Ding, ding, ding. When you need help, learn to ask for help. And help doesn't mean like in a lot of shit. Help is like in the little things. If you want to manifest love, you need to learn to ask for help. That's another thing. I had a client that she wanted to manifest love, but she did everything herself. She's never going to manifest love like that. And I had to teach her that she needed to understand that there are people that want to help her. And so she needed to learn to ask for help, and she needed to learn to accept the help. So that's a really big one. Learning to ask for help in big things and in little things, okay? Number seven. Number seven is looking, well, this one is kind of goes back to the other one. Is read your patterns. Understand your patterns of love, joy, money, your relationships. Because what happens too is that we have upper limits, and upper limits, what they are is like, if you're like in a state of joy, or like something happens, your mind says, yeah, but it's not gonna last. That's it. You just totally fucked yourself over, and that's your ego. And that's just like a way for you to like grounding yourself, like, oh no, Like, oh, I can't, what is it called? I can't feel too much happiness because it's all, something bad's gonna happen. That's your upper limits that are trying to protect you, but they're not protecting you. They're fucking with you, okay? And it's just your ego that is trying to protect you, but what you're trying to do is that you're trying to break through, so right now it doesn't help. So examine your patterns, and whenever you feel joy, whenever you feel good, make sure you point it out to yourself so you can continue growing upon that joy, all right? Number 8. Number 8 is find a fucking hobby, guys. Find a hobby. Find something that you want to do. And this goes back to allowing. What haven't you allowed yourself to do? What fun activities? What is something that you have put in the back burner? Just like video games for Sergio. Just like painting for myself. You know, what is it that you have put in the back burner because you're too busy trying to make money or trying to pay your bills or trying to be a mom, be a daughter, be a wife, be a whatever, right? It's like, no, you come lovingly first more than anything. So give yourself that chance. All right. 9. This goes back to Courtney. 9 is what is it? Hold on. There is always time. There is always time. And again, tell your universe to show you how you can have more time. Tell your universe to show you how you can have an easier life, all right? And this is really important. This is how, like, things will start to rearrange itself. And then you're gonna start to see that some things that you don't need to do. Some things are okay, and then you're gonna start to see that you're making your life harder than it really is. That's kind of cool though, because when you actually see that, you're like, oh, okay, I can let it go now. I don't have to do that. So self-awareness is key, everybody. All right, and then okay, and then the last one is enjoy your successes. And successes is the tiny little things like finding time. Those tiny things that says that you found time, enjoy that success. And that is part of doing the work. Make sure you do the work. And whenever you accomplish one tiny little thing, whether you faced a fear, whether you found time, whether you're playing your video games, you got yourself some nails, you got whatever it is, you're doing the things, you're allowing yourself to be yourself, I need you to go like this. I need you to go like this. Because that is the only way that you're going to get from point A to point B, and that is through encouragement and positive reinforcement from yourself, not from other people. Other people, because let's say that you've been roaming around in negativity, other people, what they're going to do is that they're gonna bring you down because you guys were vibrating together in negativity, right? So the only way that you can get through this is by doing the work and encouraging yourself that you're getting through this. So yes, guys, do the work. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. It's just about understanding that whatever shitty moments you're going through, there's so much love and joy on the other side. It's not going to last. Just by the fact that you're watching this video, this tells me that you are a pretty, congruent, spiritual, connected person that is trying to be your best self. God is never going to let you down on that. Okay? Misery is not going to last for you. Is there just waves of things that need to be cleared and healed and loved? All right, everybody. It's 8:11, and I'm gonna let you guys go. And I freaking love you guys so much. If you have any more comments, any questions, come on, give it to me, and I'll stay on for a little bit longer. How helpful did you guys find this today, huh? Tell me, give me some suggestions. How helpful did you all find? I think that a lot of these practices are things that we kind of know, but we don't put into practice. And this is why it's so important to have somebody to fucking drill you sometimes, all right? I had to do it. My clients do it. It's accountability. And one thing I realized that I can't always do that alone. So I'm so glad that you guys are saying oh hi to each other. This has become a really awesome little community that we have. And thank you so much, Gloria, for your beautiful message. Thank you, guys. You're always more than welcome to reach out to me through DM. And I'll catch you guys Not next Thursday, but the Thursday after that. And if you want to know more about me, you're more than welcome to visit my website, www.universaliris.com. So what do? I help people understand themselves, and I help people bring the love and joy and accountability that people need to break through their own barriers. I've been doing this for the past 4 or 5 years. I absolutely love my job. I definitely know that I'm gifted in those things. But I work very hard to get there, and I love putting out videos like this where I can communicate with all you guys and tell you how you can overcome yourselves as well. I love you all. Thank you, Courtney. Absolutely. And you know, you can always watch the replay. Mwah. See you guys next time. Bye.